Welcome to this ASP.NET Core Charts control tutorial. The Syncfusion ASP.NET Core Accumulation Charts control is designed to visualize data by dividing it into segments and illustrating numerical proportions. You can use it to create various accumulation charts, including pie, donut, pyramid, and funnel. In this video, I'll show you how easy it is to add the accumulation charts control to an ASP.NET Core web application and populate data points. I'll also show you how to configure an accumulation chart with titles, data labels, and tooltips. Let's start with the ASP.NET Core web application creation. Make sure you have installed one of the following versions of the .NET SDK on your machine. Now I'll use .NET 8.0 framework. You also need to install one of the IDEs. In this video, I'll use Visual Studio 2022. First, I open Visual Studio 2022 and choose Create a New Project from the dashboard. I select the ASP.NET Core web application from the template. Next, I'll provide details like name and location. I'll create the project with the .NET 8.0 framework. The project has been created and is ready to use. Now I will show you the step-by-step process for adding Syncfusion ASP.NET Core Accumulation Charts. I open the NuGet Package Manager, search for the Syncfusion EJ2 ASP.NET Core package, and install it in my application. After the package is installed, you can find it under the Packages section. I open the View Imports Razor file and import the Syncfusion EJ2 tag helper. Next, to add the script reference, I navigate to the Layout CSS/HTML page, add the script reference for the Syncfusion ASP.NET Core controls, and register the script manager using the JS scripts tag at the end of the body section. I need to register the Syncfusion license to avoid the license validation message. So I open the program CS file and register the license key using the register license method. To see where to generate a trial license key, check the description below. To add an accumulation chart control, I navigate to the index CSS/HTML page, replace the default codes with the EJS accumulation chart tag, and set the ID attribute. Now I need to bind data and connect those data points using the series. Let me show you how to visualize the browser's usage statistics using a pie series. The next step is to add the accumulation series collection tag, which allows you to specify series details. For now, I define a single series using the accumulation series tag and set the series type to pie. Next, let me demonstrate how to populate the pie chart with data points. I can bind JSON or remote data to the chart using the dataSource property. I navigate to the controller page, create a model class chart data, and define the fields like browser and users. In the index page, I define a list variable data and add a few data points based on the chart data model class. I'll assign this list to the dataSource property of the accumulation series tag. After binding data, I need to map the xName and yName field to the series. I assign the browser field to the xName property and the users field to the yName property. Next, run this application by pressing the F5 key. Look here, a circular pie chart is rendered with the provided data points. Notice here, the chart is rendered with the legend by default. I can collapse and expand the chart series by clicking the legend. You can also provide a piece of information about the data plotted in the chart by adding a title. To provide a title to the chart, add the title property and set its value to browser market share. Notice here, title is added to the pie chart. To improve the chart's readability, I add data labels. To do that, I add the Accumulation Series data label tag in the pie series and set the visible property to true. As you can see, the chart displays labels on each data point in the pie series. To avoid cluttering the chart with data labels, you can use tooltips to display data values. The tooltip provides a convenient way to view the data without taking up too much space on a chart. I add the Accumulation Chart Tooltip Settings tag. And set the Enable property to true. Check now. Tooltips are shown when I hover over the data points in the chart's pie series. Let me show you how to render a donut chart. You can easily convert pie charts to donut charts by adding the inner radius property and setting its value between 0 to 100%. For now, I specify the inner radius as 50%. Look at the output. Browser market shares are displayed by using the Doughnut series. Next, I will show you how to render a pyramid chart. In the Accumulation Series tag, change the